Learn how to make classic Kenyan Uji with just few ingredients and in under 15 minutes. A simple, wholesome porridge recipe that's light, nutritious, and perfect for morning and cold days. Fine, I'll admit it. As a kid, I used to hate taking porridge because I thought it wasn't fit for me by then. Fast forward, this is my favorite thing on a cold indoor day. Uji, especially in Kenya, is a light porridge, thin in consistency that is sipped rather than eaten. Unlike other porridges, its thickness can be adjusted to your liking. Kenyan Uji is made from sorghum, millet, maize, flowers, or a composite blend of these. Yeah, you can either use individual flowers or mix them in ratios of thirds. The recipe is the same regardless of the flour choice, served for breakfast and chilly days. And just like any porridge, it keeps you full for a long time. So say goodbye to hunger pangs. Finally, sorghum and millet are naturally gluten-free and nutritious as well. So we've got few ingredients and I'm going to list them in the description box down below, so please be sure to check. For my flour choice, I love vanilla, but use whatever you like best. For me personally, it's vanilla or Toto Afia. I wonder where Neutral Pro went, because I used to like it back then. I never saw it again. It was even better than vanilla. So in a pot, you're going to measure 4 cups of water, and you're going to bring them to a boil on high heat till rolling boil. Yeah. So we are going to cover our pot and let the water come to a boil. And at this time, we are going to be mixing our flour. So we are going to measure about 4 heaped tablespoons of flour. Yeah, mine is Wimbi, that is millet, and I've added maize flour. So it's a mixture of Wimbi and maize flour, and I like it that way. So I'm going to measure the 4 heaped tablespoons of this flour, and I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of cold water, and in my trusty bowl, I'm going to stir everything together till I get a smooth consistency paste that is still runny like this. Yeah, you see, it's so smooth and it's runny. So I'm going to mix and shovel vigorously till everything is smooth with no lumps or clumps. So my water has come to a boil, and please do not skip that crucial step of mixing. I'm going to pour my paste in my boiling water, and I'm going to reduce the heat to low, and I'm going to stir my porridge, and that is non-stop stirring for about 4 minutes. So I'm going to be stirring clockwise and anti-clockwise until I get to see these bubbles, and now I can rest and be doing something else. So now there's no need to stir vigorously, and it's time for you to take a break just like me. That is stirring duty. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of Prestige margarine, and I'm going to cook my porridge for about another 4 minutes till the thickness I desire is achieved. If you want thicker, then proceed to bubble longer. And as our uji is cooking, I want to tell you some garnishes you need for your uji, and they include butter. That is, you can use butter or margarine. You can use honey. You can use chia seeds. You can use pumpkin seeds, sliced fruits, that is strawberries, banana, etc. And it's going to be so good. So you can skip all the garnishes as the authentic traditional recipe doesn't call for them. And we've got important notes, and that is just like in making any porridge in uji. Milk is optional but recommended for creamier texture and richer taste. However, if you are calorie conscious, skip milk and use only water. In mine, I'm going to be using about 2 tablespoons of sugar for that sweetness, and I've added to my uji, which is cooking. And for milk, I'm using maziwa mala, that is fermented milk, yeah. And I'm going to add it to my uji, and it is going to give us that creamier texture and richer taste, yeah. So our important note number 2 is to make it lump free. Use warm water to combine. Don't use warm water to combine flour. At least use cold water. It combines the flour very nicely, and then make sure to stir it continuously. And our important note number 3 is that the fermented version of uji, just mix the flour with water and keep it covered in a warm place, and it is ready for use after 3 to 4 days. Optionally, you can buy fermented uji flour from the supermarket. It is mostly in a green package, mostly, and it is called uji mix or sour porridge. But making your own fermented flour paste will always be better. And you can add lemon juice or citric. That adds acidity that complements the uji, further giving it a kick and more depth to the flavor profile. Just look at our uji. It is looking so good. and lemon juice, while it is advisable to add lemon juice when the heat is off. If the heat is on, the lemon flavor will just vanish. Lemon juice contains many aromatic elements that cook off or degrade with it. So make sure that you switch off your stove and then you add the lemon juice to your uji. You can adjust the consistency of your porridge whilst cooking. If it is too thick, then add more water, preferably hot water like what we have done. And if your uji is too thin, add more flour paste, and do not add flour directly as it will lump up into balls, and we don't want that. Margarine and butter adds richness and silkiness, making your uji smoother and velvety to have your mouth watering for your next sip. So you see all this, it is very important to take note of that. So we are squeezing our lemon juice at this stage, and we are going to add it to our porridge. Remember to add them when the heat is turned off, and then stir. You will notice that after you've turned off your heat, your uji is still bubbling, which is quite okay. So our uji is ready, and now it is time to serve. This is what I was waiting for. So serve warm in a cup or a bowl. If it's too thick, then you are going to enjoy your uji. And remember a very important note to take. Uji is notorious for squeezing. The outside temperature may seem ideal, but once you take a sip, the inner layers will burn your tongue so bad that you won't taste anything for 2 days. Don't ask me how I found out. So I'll add some lemon zest on my cup of porridge, and I am going to enjoy my well-deserved uji porridge. So please, while enjoying your uji, take care not to get burned.